of the Senate. It is my high honor and privilege to introduce you to members of the Virginia Commonwealth University family who we've all grown to know and love. It is amazing what this school has done with this year's basketball tournament. It turned out to be more than just a tournament for the state and the city of Richmond. The first four to the final four was amazing, it was inspirational, and it brought the city of Richmond a little bit closer together. I noticed that people had a little bit more of a glide in their stride during the run. I noticed that people had broader smiles. Even one gentleman I met in front of a Martin supermarket store with a long beard and looked like a taller version of a boss hog. He had a gray hat on, that cavalry hat on, that reminded me of another day. He took that hat off, smacked his knee, and gave out a big yell and said, "My God, they've done it." And we embraced each other right in front of the Martin supermarket store. So, indeed, it's brought people closer together, and that's a good thing. Mr. President, as you know, we passed yesterday Senate Joint Resolution 5007. I want to introduce the people who are here with me on the floor. Of course, there's Dr. Michael Rao, the president of the university, Norwood Teague, the athletic director, the man who has shocked the world, Coach Shaka Smart. And by the way, Coach, thank you for staying at VCU. Brandon Rozelle and Bradford Burgess are here with me on the floor. Also in the gallery, I would ask the other people who have come here with the VCU family to please rise. And with that, Mr. President, I would ask that the clerk read Senate Joint Resolution 5007.
Thanks, Senator. The clerk will read the resolution.
Senate Joint Resolution number 5007, commending the Virginia Commonwealth University 2010-2011 men's basketball team. Whereas the National Collegiate Athletic Association instituted the newly minted 68-team NCAA men's basketball tournament field, in which the Final Four at-large teams and the Final Four automatic qualifiers play in the first four round for the opportunity to enter the traditional 64-team draw in 2011. And whereas on March 13, 2011, Virginia Commonwealth University was selected to play in the first four round, and whereas the selection of Virginia Commonwealth University was questioned by a number of well-known sports commentators as the men's basketball team began their Cinderella run, and whereas the New York Times reported that Virginia Commonwealth University had a 12 in 10,000 chance of reaching the Final Four, making the Rams 820-1 underdogs, and whereas Virginia Commonwealth University and the University of Richmond advanced to the Sweet 16 round, prompting a movement to declare Richmond as Hoopstown, USA, and whereas in an amazing run, the 11th-seeded Virginia Commonwealth University Rams defeated Southern California 59-46, Georgetown 74-56, Purdue 94-76, and Florida State 72-71 in overtime. And whereas in the regional final, up against a heavily favored University of Kansas with superior height and experience, the Rams maintained their offensive composure and exhibited considerable defensive skill, defeating the #1 University of Kansas Jayhawks 71-61. And whereas the Virginia Commonwealth University men's basketball team was the first to win 5 consecutive games in the history of the NCAA in order to reach the Final Four, and whereas head coach Shaka Smart deserves considerable credit for his exemplary leadership, sportsmanship, integrity, and commitment to Virginia Commonwealth University and his student athletes, and whereas the student athletes and coaches of Virginia Commonwealth University showed great resolve, resiliency, teamwork, and sportsmanship in their quest for the NCAA Division I title, and whereas the 2010-2011 Rams have written a new and exhilarating chapter in the history of Virginia Commonwealth University men's basketball, and whereas the Rams in their riveting first NCAA Final Four appearance have drawn overwhelming national attention and acclaim to Virginia Commonwealth University, the City of Richmond, and the Commonwealth, now therefore be it resolved by the Senate, the House of Delegates concurring, that the General Assembly hereby commend the Virginia Commonwealth University 2010-2011 men's basketball team on its exceptional performance and astounding journey to the NCAA Tournament Final Four, and be it resolved further that the Clerk of the Senate prepare a copy of this resolution for presentation to Dr. Michael Rao, President of Virginia Commonwealth University, requesting that he further disseminate copies of this resolution to Norwood Teague, Director of Athletics, Head Coach Shaka Smart, and the members of the 2010-2011 Virginia Commonwealth University men's basketball team as an expression of the General Assembly's best wishes for future success and of the General Assembly's deep respect for and admiration of the team's electrifying and exemplary performance during a remarkable 2010-2011.
The junior senator from Henrico, Senator McEachin, will please escort Dr. Michael Rao, Norwood Teague, Shaka Smart, Brandon Roselle, and Bradford Burgess to the front of the dais for presentation of the resolution. I will meet you there as they all receive a very warm welcome of the Senate.